Welcome to the second episode of the Coaches Show. I'm Mitch Morelli, interim SID and women's golf coach, joined with first-year head coach Sean Kirk of the women's basketball team and fourth-year head coach Joe Wallace of the men's basketball team. We'd like to start this week, as we normally do, with game recaps. We would like to start with the women's basketball team and Coach Kirk. Coach, you only had one game since our last show, a 34-79 loss at Grove City last Friday night.
Had to throw the score in there, huh?
What went wrong for the Lady Barons on Friday night?
So Grove City is a great program, and they're somebody that we're going to compete with, years down the line here, year in and year out. Once we go into the pack, we turned the ball over 25 times. We didn't shoot the ball well at all. I believe we shot 17. I'm sure you have this stat ready too. What did we shoot? 17%.
17.1% from the field.
With the decimal point. I love it. So we got great looks. Our offense is working. It's just, the shots will fall. And, I have total confidence in my shooters and this whole team that, we'll start hitting shots. I mean, I think this will be our worst shooting game of the year. And, Pitt Greensbury better watch out because we're going to be tearing those nets down.
Be ready. All right, let's look at some of the positives from the night. What are your thoughts on Abby Barrel's first double-double of the year, 13 points, 11 rebounds? Estelle Leon grabbed 17 rebounds. Also a program record, 59 rebounds in the loss.
Yeah, let's talk about Abby for a second. The first double-double, she's a very complete player, and I don't think people realize that right now. People say she's just a shooter. People don't even think she's a shooter. I think she is our best player in this program, and she's going to continue to have big games like that. And I told her, she shot it 6 of 23, and I told her I need her to shoot it that many times every night and to always have that confidence every time she lets it fly because I think it's going in, and she needs to think the same thing as well. Estelle Leon, she's been a pleasant surprise for us. She is just a dog on the rebounds. She crashes the glass hard every single possession, no matter what. And then she just needs to be able to finish that on the offensive end. She easily could be in double-double, 15 and 10 numbers every single night for us. And then the program record, it was a great record to break. I would take 59 points and 34 rebounds. But 59 rebounds is a hell of an effort by our girls to just have that resiliency, and we're a very resilient program this year, and I think they're starting to buy into that, and they have that belief that again once our shots start falling, we could compete with anyone.
Thanks, Coach. We'll spin over to the men's basketball side with Coach Wallace. Coach Wallace, along with the women's team, you guys now sit at 1-2 on the season after a split over the last two games. Let's first talk about the win on Wednesday. 76-68, you guys beat Grove City. You led the entire game, but I'd like to talk about the defense first. Going into the game, what was the game plan defensively, and how were you guys able to execute?
Well, Grove City runs it's really a non-traditional offense. Now they run the flex offense, which you don't really see a lot. And it kind of, if you want to compare it to like football, it'd be like going against like a triple option type of team. So you have to be extremely disciplined, physical, and you have to stick to your assignments. And I thought we really did a good job this year. We didn't really make a big deal about switching things and changing. We kind of stuck to our identity and had a really good communication. But we were extremely physical. We were extremely physical in their cuts, and we did a great job keeping them off the glass. And we created ourselves some second chance opportunities, which was great. But Grove City is big, physical, and we matched and exceeded that this year. And that's kind of been our problem in the past. They've gotten us. That's our first ever win against them. So yeah. I was really proud of the effort on the defense end for sure.
Yeah, it was good to see for sure. Offensively, Sean Hickey tied his career high with 27 points, hitting 5 threes on the night. Matt Trent had his first double-double this season. What could you say about how the offense stepped up as well?
Yeah, they were switching all of our screening action, and then they kind of try to deny on the top, and they really sink the help. So it makes it tough to take advantage of the switches right off the bat. So our whole philosophy was to attack them, get downhill off the ball screen, and get to the rim. And we wanted to just go at them. We didn't want to think. If we went into a thinking match and tried to dissect things against them, it wasn't going to work. It hasn't worked in the past. So our whole thing was get downhill and just get at them, go at their chin. So I think eventually that wore them down, and it freed Sean up late in the game to hit some big shots. There was times early where it didn't look great the way our offense was moving, but yeah, I mean, it just eventually, if you got guys going through the teeth of the defense, things will start opening, and they let Sean go, and Sean had a really nice, he was really focused, and then Matt on the other end was really good on the defensive end. He did a great job on their best player, Wells, who last year really gave us fits. Matt was really physical, did a good job of keeping him off the glass for second chances, and then he made his free throws. It was a very impressive, big shots down the stretch for us.
Yeah, 9 free throws made. Fifth most all-time in program history. Now let's talk about the loss on Saturday at Westminster, 59-66. Westminster was in control for most of this one. Isaac Stamatiadis had 27 points and 12 rebounds for the Titans. What really went wrong for the Barons on Saturday?
Well, Drazen Frankovic he's out for the foreseeable future, and I think that kind of hurt us with the matchups on the kid you just spoke about that had 27. Here's the deal: Westminster, they're probably the best team in the pack. They just beat Baldwin Wallace, who's ranked number 22 in the country. So there was a lot more positives in that game. We didn't play well offensively. You're not going to have an outing where Sean Hickey shoots 0 for 8 from 3 again. We were just a little out of sync, too, to start the game offensively. There are a lot of just things that are just random. We just weren't together yet. And we did not give up, though. I mean, that game was as physical as it gets. They have tough physical guards. Their bigs are strong. I mean, it was, if you like physical basketball, that would have been a fun game to watch. You could just tell the way our guys looked yesterday. The day afterwards, we got a lot of guys that were just banged up. But the defensive end, the start of the game just was the problem. We really weren't fully ready for our offense translated to our defense, which meant we turned the ball over. I think we had 1 assist, 10 turnovers at the half, so a lot of negatives on that end. But the second half was good. I mean, we got after them. We were able to get downhill like I was talking about against Grove City and make some plays, but a lot more positives. We had some young guys that got in at the end that created turnovers, and we never stopped. I mean, it ended up being a 7-point game, and Westminster's really good, and it would be nice to have a chance to play against them sometime this year again at full strength, and have all of our guys for them. And I think it would be a hell of a matchup. Probably shouldn't have said that, but heck of a matchup. How about that?
Yeah. Speaking to a little bit of what you mentioned about the bench and the late run, 21-7 run to end the game, mostly by bench guys. What are your thoughts on the bench right now? It really seems like you have one of your deepest teams.
Yeah, we do, and it's every day at practice. It's competition, and I tell a lot of those guys that aren't seeing the consistent minutes, that you just got to keep working and keep trusting yourself right now and being the best version of you that you can be. We do have some talented young guys that are starting to, their minutes have been increasing. You can see that's Josh Zimmerman and Gabe Roach. They have high ceilings, all right, and there's a lot of potential in the two of them, but they got to continue to learn what we're about. And then other guys came in too. Danny Zuchek had 6 points in a minute. Nate Nowicki, who's a senior, played well down the stretch too, and they got us back. I remember one of our assistants said, it's a 6-point game right now. I said, yeah, no, that the reason it got to that point was those guys. Their press was there. They were running around. They were creating turnovers, and our running game started moving. So we do have a deep bench, and it's good for the future of the program. We're just got to try to figure out what's the right mix right now. And we're kind of in that place where we're still figuring things out. We have a guy, injured, and seeing what is that right 10 guys that we're looking for. And that's going to be probably evolving constantly throughout this season.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Coach.
Yep.
We're going to step aside now for the Meet a Baron segment.
We're here, Meet a Baron with Meet a Lady Baron with Rebecca Navarez, junior guard from Springfield, Massachusetts. So basketball is just in your blood, home of the Basketball Hall of Fame, correct?
For sure.
So, all right, we're going to go rapid-fire questions here. We have 14. We may have a couple spin-off questions because I know some of your answers here to some of these. But we'll just get right into it. Number 1 TV binge show.
The Office.
Favorite Office character.
Michael Scott.
Favorite summer hobby.
Eating ice cream in hot weather.
Eating ice cream and hot. You go cone, bowl. Waffle bowl?
Waffle cone.
Okay, there we go. Favorite meal?
Pasta.
Pasta? Any specific kind? Amelia gave the same answer, and she just said regular pasta. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, just red sauce and a lot of cheese on top.
There we go. Parmesan cheese?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
there we
that's
go.
good.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
What is your dream job?
Probably. I mean, I want to be a teacher, and if I could pick like any school in the world, I would definitely go in a different country and teach in a poor area.
So, do you know?
Specifically, I mean, my dream is to go to Calcutta one day and be able to teach them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, this is a great segment. I just get to know my players on a better level. If you had to drink one drink the rest of your life, what would it be?
Apple juice.
Apple juice. Is that a breakfast staple for you every morning?
Oh yeah, apple juice is my life.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Teleporting. I don't like walking. So.
Yep, I'm 100% with you there. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Yes. Favorite Christmas carol?
What's that one by Mariah Carey?
All I Want for Christmas
yes,
Is You?
Yes.
Fan favorite. Favorite city you ever visited? Can't say Boston.
I was actually gonna say that. Okay, it can be out of state, like in a
Out of the
different
country? Yeah.
Probably Assisi, Italy. Yeah.
Assisi, Italy.
Yeah.
Nice. Favorite social media platform?
I hate them all. Probably right now TikTok because I just sit and watch and it's fun.
I have not. See, I think I'm too old for TikTok
Oh.
at that point. On a scale 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
I say solid 10.
Solid 10.
Solid 10. Only popped the tire in McDonald's parking lot, but that's okay. Solid 10.
I asked Amelia the same question. How good of a driver am I?
I would say.
I'm going for a good average here, so.
Okay, I'd say a solid 7.
Okay.
Yes.
Amelia said a 3, so we're at like a 5 right now.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
What's your middle name?
Marie.
Marie. Nice. And if you could be, this is the last question, if you could be an ice cream flavor, what would you be and why?
Probably chocolate chip cookie dough because it's vanilla but also has cookie dough in it, so it's like extra.
That's great. And that's me, Lady Baron, with Rebecca Navarez. You can catch her out on the court. Our next home game is December 7th at 4 p.m. against the Hilbert Hawks.
Welcome back to the Baron Coaches Show. I'm Coach Wallace, and I have with me senior captain Nick Mersch.
How's it going, everyone? So today we have a little bit of a role reversal on the Meet a Baron segment. I'm going to be interviewing Coach Wallace because interviewing is what I do best, and that's what we do here. We take players and we strengthen their strengths, and that's what we're doing.
That's what we do.
So first question for Coach Wallace. Name a few guys on the team who have definitely never played football.
That's easily. Okay, number 1, Josh Zimmerman and Gabe Roach
Yep.
as freshmen. They'd never played football. That was apparent in this this fall. Who else has never played? That's a tough one. We have some guys that you would think played, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But those two for sure, because they like to tiptoe around.
Has Matt Trent ever played football?
No, there's
No.
no way he's played football.
Didn't think so.
There's a lot of them, actually. I mean, if we want to start going down that route, this could be a little embarrassing for us because we like to pride ourselves on how tough we are. So, I mean,
That's
I think
true.
we could expose some of our weaknesses, and I don't think we want that out.
No, we don't want to do that.
No,
but
we don't do that.
can-
So we'll leave it as the 2 freshmen, okay? They've never played football before.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and actually Coach Kirk was here for this, you called one player your Ford F-150 because he was reliable. My question is, who is your new Ford F-150? And my follow-up question is, why is it Dalton Davis?
Yeah, Dalton Davis has become that. So first of all, Derek David, we got to give the shout out to the OG himself, Derek, out there. Hopefully you can tune in.
He's watching.
He is watching right
There's
now.
no way he's
We
not
know
watching.
He is. He's definitely glued in. So yeah, now that it's become Dalton Davis because Dalton listens. So when you listen and you're reliable every day, you can become an F-150. And if everybody knows what a Ford F-150 does, it just does the job constantly. So Dalton Davis has become that this year. So why did we need to even answer that? Because you answered it, so we could have just moved on.
I thought it'd be funny because
But Derek
I knew you
David,
were gonna
shout
say
out,
that.
Derek. We miss you.
We do miss you,
Hope
Derek.
everything's great out in California.
I'm sure it is. Franny, question of the day. After winning the JP2 award for the team, which is the team that most embodies the mission of the school, what did you do to be recognized for that, and how is the team still accomplishing that today?
Well, since you're a part of it, why don't you answer that question? And we'll reverse the reversals.
All right.
Wow, the
reversal.
turntables have turned.
Well, we do go to Mass once a week. During the season, it gets a little sticky just because we're really busy. But that, as well as we have our holy hour. What else do we do? We do a lot of service. I think people were surprised last year to hear about how much we did, just because we're not flashy. We're blue collar. We do our work. We keep our heads down. People don't even know about it. But when people do find out about it, they usually they're somewhat surprised. Hilltop cleanup last year. We do the clinics at Big Red for the Steubenville youth.
We forget. I mean, that's part of it. Is we probably should keep track of it.
Probably should document some of it.
I don't know. We just kind of do stuff on the spur of the moment. I think it's kind of a daily thing. Like after the Wallace game, we had a pilgrimage together.
That's
and I
right.
thought that was it was an eye-opening experience for a lot of guys, and yeah, I mean, we just try to incorporate. It's an everyday kind of incorporation of service and trying to ongoing conversion of each guy in their own faith life. So
yeah, awesome, cool. So who on the team has the best dance moves?
Well,
you've seen a lot.
Yeah, we do dance a lot actually. Yeah. Not as much as we used.
People wouldn't think.
That's a shame.
We
used to dance more.
We really
you know who does? Like, so Nate Nowicki, he definitely is up there for sure because he's not afraid. And it's Nate. Scared. Nate makes you laugh regardless. So I think Nate's definitely up there.
What about Verneau?
No. If we have to rank, he's last.
But if we're rating them like on how like audience friendly they are, I would say Verneau is R, Nate is PG-13.
Yes.
Drazen is definitely he's G.
He's G. Drazen, yeah, he has some nice moves, and he could be kid friendly in his dance moves.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, Drazen's up there. Who else dances? Schreiner's scared to dance.
He's too
Matt
scared.
Thinks he's tough. Sean Hickey doesn't even know how to move his feet.
I don't know if Sean could. If you gave him a metronome, I don't know if Sean could clap like with the rhythm for more than 10 claps.
No,
I don't think he could.
Noche.
No. He's too military.
Yeah, he's too military.
Way too military.
We're having fun today, guys. Like, we're allowed to. Too business.
We only won by 15 points.
Yeah.
Why are we having fun?
Why are we having fun? Let me think. We got to find. There's somebody else we're forgetting right now. Not really.
I don't think
you guys aren't that fun anymore. We used to be funner.
We used to be fun.
We need to get the fun back.
I think that's the key.
It. Who's the best dancer as a coach on the coaching staff?
I think Foldy would hit you with like the middle school kid with too much energy at the dance.
Yeah.
Like just lots of limbs moving everywhere. I think Martello would be too scared.
He wouldn't dance.
I think Pizzuti would hit you with like the jitterbug or something. Like some 60s stuff like that. Like kick the leg out like the Charleston or whatever they're doing. Whatever the kids were doing back then.
Yep.
Yeah. One last question. You take our entire team and you put everyone in a coal mine and there's like a shaft collapse or whatever they call it. When everything
So the whole team?
The mine shaft goes the whole team's down there. The coaches too.
Okay.
Who's coming out?
Oh, it's a great question.
Yeah.
This is a really good question.
Yeah, who's coming out face full black?
Who helped you make this question?
This was me by myself last night.
Okay, so the mine collapses. We're working down there. Yeah. So first of all, there's certain guys that wouldn't go down there.
Okay.
So we
got to cross them off
right off the bat. So that would be Matt Trent. He wouldn't be down there.
He's not down there.
He's not going in the coal mine. I don't want to keep picking on these young guys, but all the young guys, they wouldn't go down. So let's just go down.
It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call.
John Noche would be our reason, because at first we'd be freaking out. I'd be yelling at everybody. I'd probably blame that the coal mine fell on Schreiner for like...
Or Justin.
Yeah. Schreiner and Justin Mack were like...
What's your answer now, Justin?
Yeah, we're drilling too hard. So there would be a lot of yelling going on, a lot of emotion. Then Noche would calm everybody down. Like a 60-second timeout.
Totally.
And then I think for the most part, we've been good problem solvers. We've been in a lot of sticky situations in the last 3.5 years.
I agree.
I think we'd find a way out as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like one of those like great stories they'd have on National Geographic of like all of us coming out together and all lives saved.
That's a good answer.
No, it's not. But
Well, you think we'd all come out, but it would be
there
because
would be guys
of the
that
leadership.
weren't in there.
There would be
though.
guys that rose up.
Yeah, that
too.
rose for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great question though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have for today. For everyone watching, thank you, and join us next time for the Meet a Baron segment.